You know what that bell means coming to the screen. It's time to cook with Chef Lori Rogers. She is here to whip up another Taste Texas dish with some Lone Star roots. Well, kind of actually today. They're kind of Irish roots. Good morning, Chef.
Good morning.
So glad to have you here. Tell me, what are we making today? I wish you guys could smell the studio. It smells divine.
It really does. If I say so myself, it does.
It smells so good.
So what we're doing today, St. Patrick's Day is just around the corner.
Yes.
Okay, and instead of just going for, I don't like shepherd's pie. Okay, don't write me letters.
What is that?
That's when they bake it with something and put mashed potatoes on the something and bake it in the oven. It just doesn't feel right to me. I don't know.
Okay.
So I came up with my own thing. And then I Texified it.
Yeah, let's do it. It's an Irish Texas dish, baby.
Okay.
Yeah. Where
So
do we start?
I make a Guinness stew and top it with mashed potatoes as opposed to baking it with mashed potatoes.
Okay, I love this. Just because you said Guinness and I like Guinness.
Yeah, I can't wait to find out what Aaron has not had today because it's
You
coming.
know what? Because I was about to say, look, I said, what is that? When you said, what's shepherd's pie? We do this. If you guys haven't seen us together, usually she makes something and then I say, oh, I've never had that before. And then she puts me on. So it's a beautiful relationship, I think.
I think so too. It's very good. We're growing together.
We are.
So typically, when you're doing like a shepherd's pie or a Guinness stew or anything, you use chuck roast, right? An extra.
Yum.
Now, Texifying it, number one, means you use what? Brisket. Because everything in Texas.
I see. That's why it smells so good in here.
Yeah, absolutely. And when you cook the brisket, now I'm gonna give you a quick tip. Make your brisket in your Instant Pot.
Ooh, just dump it in there, put a few seasonings in there and hit it and let it cook on low, yeah?
Yes. Now, to go back to the Irish side, because girl, I got this whole thing mixed up, okay? I cook it with Guinness.
Okay, you're putting the Guinness into the quick pot.
Into the Instant Pot with the meat, so the meat is really flavored with the Guinness. Then when we take it out, we pour the Guinness into the stew part so we have the flavor and then we build it from there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I'm seeing that there's vegetables in here a little bit as well. What vegetables did you chop up to go in there?
Well, of course, cabbage.
Yes.
Onions, carrots, and some mushrooms.
Love.
Okay.
Okay, I like the idea of cabbage in it though.
Yes.
This is gonna be good.
You eat cabbage?
I love cabbage.
Now that would have been the food I assumed that she had never had was cabbage. Okay.
Now mushrooms.
You can't, they're portobello mushrooms. And portobello mushrooms have amazing flavor and they're very filling.
They really do give off a fabulous, it's almost like a fragrance, but for the taste buds.
And you can't tell them. You can't tell. I don't put that many in because my kids are like that. So,
See?
Okay. Now, here's the thing. The mashed potatoes,
alone.
These are jalapeno mashed potatoes.
Stop, they're spicy a little bit?
Yes.
You know me so well.
I do.
How do we do this?
Okay, so basically I just did some mashed potatoes here, okay? Mash them up, start
Mash them
mashing.
good.
Now, what I have in here is some heavy cream. You can use something else, but I highly advise heavy cream because if you've gone this far, why stop now?
Yeah.
Okay, and then we're gonna pour this in, you ready? Okay.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, there you go. That's okay, girl. Now, usually when you're making mashed potatoes, now I stop there. Now take the spoon and start stirring. Usually when you're making mashed potatoes, you know you want them to be really creamy and fluffy.
Yeah.
Now this dish though is rustic in nature. Okay.
What does that mean?
It means
rustic.
it's authentic. It's hearty. It's
hearty.
It's got the feel of the country.
I feel where you're going
know what I'm
with.
saying?
You know what? This would definitely be like This is what I know exactly where you're going with this. You know, back in the day when they used to work out and they were, farming and all the things, and the wife would bring out the chuck wagon with all the foods, and then this would be on the chuck wagon.
This feels like Yellowstone, doesn't it?
It does.
1823.
But Texas version.
But the Texas version,
So
yes.
good.
So then, so you get that. You don't need those to be perfectly smooth, okay? We didn't go all the way. But you want to be hard because you want them to catch the stuff. Now,
did you chop up little jalapenos in here, or how did you
I
get
made a
the
jalapeno puree, and then I mixed it. We've played with the little machine before, so
Yes.
I didn't bring the machine.
Yes.
Okay, and then, ooh.
Beautiful.
Now I'm gonna make you a little bowl here. It's got look at that. And I've also put some anchovy. Oh Lord, anchovies. I do not cook with anchovies. Take that out.
Where'd that come from?
Ancho chilies. Okay. And then you're gonna put the mashed potatoes right on top. Okay.
Wow.
Just like so.
Yep. You plop her up there. I was about to say we gotta get a good spoonful.
you go.
Yes,
Yes,
indeed. But the fact that you put jalapeno.
Yeah.
Jesus, I can't wait to try
pepper
this.
jack cheese.
Oh wow.
Here you go, baby.
Okay.
You just keep adding on as you want to.
You see how she does me? She said, "Here you go, baby." That's how she knows. I'm her girl, okay? She be putting me on. Let's see. Here we go.
Oh boy.
I have to get some good mashed potatoes. Got to get that brisket.
Yes. And normally, like I said, we might mash them down a little more, but you really want them to catch
but
the
honestly,
flavor.
Yes, because look how smooth these ones are right here. So good. That's
Yeah.
the end product. But here's the product we're going to dive into right now. Here we go.
Okay. I kept the stew hot for her because I wanted it to be
One
right.
thing about Chef Lori, she don't fake no food on the show,
No,
okay? It's
no.
gonna be hot, it's gonna be ready, and it's delicious.
This
is so good.
You
And it's
could just-
hearty and perfect for a rainy day,
Yes.
like we're having right now.
And we're coming out of the season. It's about to get
So
warm.
good.
One more time.
Okay, now let me ask you, because I know you got a website and you be putting recipes up there. This gonna be up there?
Ish. Okay, so this one is in my. Y'all know we didn't have this conversation every month. Y'all pray for me with these with the recipes.
She's working on it, y'all.
But this one is in my cookbook, Calabama Cooking. Okay, not like this, the traditional Guinness way I created it, but I will put something up to show you kind of how to Texify it.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys, she's gonna hold us down. She's gonna get us right with the recipes. Thank you so much for being here and always feeding me. This is my second breakfast of the day now. Love you so much. We'll be right back, you guys.